Different kids that are in my children's age group, and just seeing their variations. I just enjoy the differences amongst kids, even in the same age.
I started coming to the church right after New Year's last year. My neighbor, who was actually the drummer this morning, Doug, he came over New Year's Eve last year, and I had been looking for a church when my oldest, who's going to be 5 this year, was born. I wanted to get back into it. I hadn't been to church in years. I went to many churches and just didn't find one that fit, so I had given up on the idea. And New Year's brought back my oldest one, and my husband has never been to church. He's 35 years old. So I told him that I would only bring one of my kids and get him active by myself, and if we wanted both of the kids to come, then he needed to join us. So it became a family event, and he's here helping out, and it's part of our lives now. Literally, he was never to a church for 35 years. Dreaded going to baptisms and all the events that you have to do for family members, and now he comes every Sunday with me. So it's amazing that it's changed our whole family.
Got married in a Catholic church, and I stopped going, didn't want to go, just lost touch with it. And through my wife Jane, she was just like, you got to do something. I mean, you got to find somewhere to go, something to do. And only through her prodding and arguing and fighting about it, because I'm like, well, Catholic church is down the road. We can sure go there. Well, I got a lot of issues with that, so we checked out a couple churches, but we ended up coming through kids camp. And through the kids camp, it's been about 5 years now. I believe we've been coming, and I've been baptized now, and just it opened my eyes as to like the differences. And feeling welcome here was a big part of it for me, and it's been a real blessing. It's gotten me a lot closer to God now, and I would have never picked up the Bible in years past, and I have, and it's just that progression that I'm happy I'm here.
I grew up as a Catholic as well, and was a committed Catholic for 38 years, 40 years. And, just got to be very unfulfilling, quite frankly, going every Sunday. And I thought there just has to be more to this than what I'm seeing here. Make a long story short, a friend suggested I come to CCB, and I've been here ever since. And it's been just a joy to see, God really taking an active part in people's lives, and people responding to His love. It's just been awesome.
Tell us what you specifically enjoy about working with the one-year-olds.
Well, I'm the oldest of 6 boys, first of all. So there was always a little one in our house growing up, and I just loved kids ever since I can remember. And changing diapers and all that stuff was never a big deal. I just love kids because you see really purity and innocence, unlike we see most of the time in our adult lives. Despite the fact that we're mythical, sinful human beings, God looks at us like that. That's very powerful, and I've never lost sight of that. It's just an awesome thing to be a part of. I love it.
I started coming, came back for a t-shirt and the video, and looked right away. My husband came, I think, the weekend after, and we were searching for churches, didn't find anything, and we were hooked. And it took me probably maybe a year into coming that I started volunteering in Valley Kids, and I was a helper, and then I became a teacher, and now I work at the registration table, so I'm kind of getting into everything. And it just, watching the kids, proud of, so.
Tell us a little bit about how volunteering has changed your life and the lives of those in your family, because I know your son recently just had a big event.
Yes, my oldest, Mitchell, was baptized, and he's always been pretty much more of a Christian than anybody in the family because he went to a Christian school in the beginning. But we are completely devoted to coming to church, volunteering. We've found God completely, and we were both baptized, I think,